I think we are live audio-wise.
Fantastic.
Hey, get in position, X.
My name is X Lives Forever. I've been on here once before. It'll be weird because we're starting our seed in Link's house instead of at the title screen. I'll let the other players introduce themselves and our commentator.
My name is Megan Kidikarus. I will be one of the people who will have a little bit of early focus on overworld travel. As X said, there's a reason where we start in Link's house. And it has to do with this co-op feature. That's just how we time things.
Yep. And I am Shadow425. I'm the third and final runner for this all dungeons pottery lottery seed. Do note though, this is very heavily beta software, so expect some weirdness with this setup.
And I'm Giga Otomia. I'll be your commentator for the day. I'm glad to be back for one last run. I'll get to all the questions in chat real quick. But why don't we start the run in... why don't I count us down? You guys ready?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. So we'll start in 3, 2, 1, go. So, already we've gotten an example of how Pottery Lottery works. MKI has picked up the Book of Medora. This is not live beta testing. The Book of Medora from underneath a pot. That is an example of how every single pot in the game can have a major or a minor item under it. And that's what we call an item check. I have already lost track of things. How did you get into... Oh, right, this is doors. Okay, so...
Yes, with level 3 intensity.
So X is currently in Desert Palace. You can tell because in the top left corner of his screen he has the L2 signifier. That's for Light World Dungeon 2. And Shadow just got a 20 rupees from under a pot. That's what a red rupee is.
I got the bottle as well.
Every pot in the game. CPT Bardo asked previously, when you break a pot, does it stay broken? No. But when you lift a pot, what's underneath it stays collected. If you collect it.
If it's a collectible item, so...
Right, if it is an item check, it stays collected.
Can you explain
There's
Retro
also-
and Key Sanity now?
Sure, I can explain Retro and Key Sanity. Retro mode basically means that the game is a little bit more like Zelda 1, in that you don't have an arrow counter. Instead, each arrow costs, I believe, 10 rupees, and each silver arrow costs 50 rupees. I'll get to that, Magios. That was retro mode. Key Sanity. You do still have to find the bow, but you also have to... This is still retro mode. I'm explaining it the most. You do still have to find the bow, but you also have to find a quiver, so that it's represented as just an arrow, so that you can fire arrows. Now Key Sanity. Basically, is this,
Full
what type
key
of key-
sanity with universal.
Right. Universal keys used to be part of retro mode, but they've since separated it out into its own thing. What it means is every small key can go in every door. They persist between dungeons. That's basically it. I don't think there's anything else that needs to be said. About how this is a co-op, you saw everyone on the same screen when they were in Link's house. They are using a certain version of BizHawk
No,
Not
it's like
BSOX.
SNES.
No,
Yes.
BSNES. My bad.
Yeah.
Where a folder of scripts is provided, which they can use to... Yes, the Arrow of Destiny is actually useful. Which they can use to connect to each other and show their sprites on screen if they're on the same screen.
I've just found the hook shot.
Nice.
That means we all have the hook shot.
Correct. So, items are shared between the players. That is another function of this co-op script. So, when X collects a hookshot, then MK and Shadow also receive it in their inventory, and they get a message on their game screens showing that, oh, I have a hookshot now.
Explain.
Unfortunate death to Shadow.
Yeah. I explained one of the pretty harsh caveats of doors and normal
wait a
keys.
second. Swamp Palace conceals a glove. There is a glove in our Swamp Palace. Also,
And
our stun
yes,
prize is hearts.
working player, you're absolutely correct. This is extreme hardcore randomizing.
The only thing we didn't randomize is overworld entrances. Dungeon entrances are shuffled. This is to make management of this a lot easier.
Giga, I'm about to do pot donut, so
I
there's going
see
to be a
that.
lot of things here.
There certainly are.
Yeah.
Make sure you don't die.
Talk about the numbers.
The numbers.
That are the counter in the top right and the counter in the dungeon counters, please.
Okay. So, part of doors is that each of the insides of dungeons are randomized. There are 3 intensities. Intensity 1 is barely randomized. The Intensity 2 is each of the rooms from the original dungeon are present in their own dungeons, but they can be in any order, basically. With logic. X just found the mirror shield.
Yeah.
And Intensity 3 is any dungeon can be anywhere, basically. But entrances still have to make sense. So, like, a north exit can only go to a south entrance, and so on and so forth. About the counters on screen, you can see below X's rupee and bomb count currently, there is an item counter for the current dungeon. So X has currently looted 37 of the 67 items that are in this dungeon. In the top right, you can see a list of how many checks each player has done so far in this seed. So at the moment, Shadow has done 16 checks. Out of, we don't know exactly how many.
It's 1,033.
There's a lot of difficulty with setting this up.
Yes.
The reason it doesn't show exactly how many is because the counter only shows how many checks that player has gotten. And to show the total amount of checks in the game would be disingenuous. There's no way to subtract the checks everyone else has gotten from the total, to my knowledge.
I was thinking about asking JSD about that, but
yeah. Like I said, this software is still pretty much volatile, very, very volatile.
That is a fantastic question, Tosh. Players do not share anything that is consumable. So,
I'll activate the
rupees,
flute, by the way.
bombs, keys... They don't share any of those. What else is there to...
Rip me off. Oh!
Vagabond has a compass.
Oh.
By the way, speaking of connection difficulties, will you reconnect, please, Mega?
Yep. So part of this volatility is that sometimes with the tracker software that we use, they'll have a hiccup on communication, so occasionally we may need to reconnect.
Yeah, it's pretty much a known issue. It's gonna take a while for it to get repaired.
It
There's
looks
a
like
lot of moving
everyone's
parts
connected at the
behind the
moment.
scenes as well.
Yeah, Shadow, you gotta move your mouse. It's...
Does anybody know if either of the shops are selling keys yet?
It might be in a cave.
Oh, Dora just ripped me off with a full heart.
Yes, even if they find it as an item, Tosh. If you get a consumable, it only goes to you. PvP... I don't think PvP is on for this run. Do you guys have an answer for that?
No. Oh,
Because PvP is kind of annoying, isn't it?
Can be.
keys can be bought in Lake Hylia shop.
Also, yeah, in like, yeah, I'm here. We
Yeah, I
could just
think-
reconnect.
If one person's game crashes, then yes, they can just reconnect and get all the progress and all the, They'll miss out on any consumables that someone else has picked up, but otherwise, they get everything. The event flags, the items, everything.
Yeah.
Well, I will
Sync
admit,
entrance needs
Saber,
items.
I will admit that PvP can be enjoyable for certain types of people. I personally am not that type of person. And PvP is not on for this run because the current runners share my mindset, I believe.
Skull Woods
Yeah,
has our green pendant.
while
by the way.
PvP is fun for some games, but I did not want it for this run because I want to show off more like Aaron's door randomization nonsense and the pottery lottery fun. For
Ooh,
this.
Ether.
Is there
Yeah,
any way
pseudo-
I'm forgetting it?
Pseudo Boots is on. For those who don't understand Pseudo Boots.
I can take that.
Yep.
So, normally in the game you would get Pegasus boots, and those Pegasus boots would allow you to dash. While you are dashing, you can bonk into a wall, and during the bonk state, you can fly over pits. What Pseudo Boots does is it gives you a form of Pegasus boots from the beginning of the game that lets you dash, but not bonk into walls, or activate anything that would normally be activated by bonking. Like, there's some sets of rocks on the overworld that you can bonk into and destroy. You can't destroy those with Pseudo Boots. If you get Pegasus Boots, it enables the ability to destroy those things. So you see here, X is in a room from Ganon's tower in Dark World 5.
Ooh,
And he
yeah,
just came there
this is
from-
Ice Palace, even. Yeah. Ice Palace is at Eastern Palace, people.
Right. Let me update
Dungeon
these.
Shuffle is on.
We put it on a layer setting. Eastern leads to ice. What does Hyrule Castle lead to? Do we know?
Desert. And I've gotten most of that out of there.
Do we know what
Speaking of-
desert leads to?
Is Entrance Shuffle on Dungeon Simple or Dungeon Full?
Dungeon
Simple.
Simple.
Okay. My question here had a very important purpose. If Dungeon Full was on, then each entrance in Hyrule Castle, which I saw X in previously, and that was the Desert Palace. Each entrance there could have led to a different dungeon. In Dungeons Simple Shuffle, each entrance leads to a different part of the same dungeon.
Yeah, so the multi-entrance dungeons are grouped together in their own shuffle. Desert, Turtle Rock, and Hyrule Castle can be mixed within each other. In full shuffle, it doesn't. All bets are off on that.
Mm-hmm.
Hera leads to that
I'm
would
on right side Definite Mountain, by the way.
that would be Swamp Palace.
D2?
D2.
Alright.
I just found the big key to Swamp Palace. Go figure.
It's Red Cane Lock.
Chicken. There are 3 chickens in the game. See if you can spot them all. They all look different.
It depends on what graphics page is loaded at the moment.
Okay, we can ignore Ether Tablet. It is just bombs.
We've only been going for 15 minutes, and I already have more supplies than I did in my last run here. Well, that's not true, but I already feel a lot more comfortable.
I see Shadow's trying to do a clip at the moment.
Yeah, so this isn't going to be a totally logical run, although me and Mega are probably going to follow logic as best we can. But in co-op, it's always beneficial to have at least one person who can break logic a little bit, and we can jump around so that everybody has stuff to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because since there are 3 players, there's not a lot of stuff that you can do logically with 3 players, especially since we're have this
I
mega.
found two of our 3 chickens already in this dungeon alone.
Wow.
And I found glove.
It's a power glove.
That's important.
One of
That
the
is
options
important.
we have, I forget if this uses the name group random, but for each of the different items that have progressive forms, we may find the final form of that item, or it may be progressive.
Oh, that's set on random? Cool.
Is it group random?
I forget what it's specifically called on this.
I wanted 10 chickens, but, you know, Aranon hasn't got on that yet.
Have we checked the Desert Palace entrance yet?
I don't believe you have.
I
Though
will
I
go
haven't
check
been
Desert.
watching everyone.
Oh man, I went to the wrong spot. Oh well.
Yeah, but not, since we have book, we can go to the front entrance at least.
Alright, I dipped into Ice Palace, which was at Eastern, but I'm gonna start doing overworld checks as it pertains to the glove.
Can you
And
do
I'm
the
gonna
glove
jump
on
into
the right side of near Ice Palace? Or not Ice Palace, Ice Ride Cave.
I have not done that. No. Well, yes, I can do that. I'm gonna do the
I
entire
got the-
South Shore.
I got the left one.
Oh, you're already here. Alright.
That is right. It does help if you're used to every type of speedrun for Link to the Past when you want to do randomizer. Just any kind of randomizer in general. But this especially, because it's so involved.
Even SMZ3 as well.
Mhm.
So a
Yeah,
little
this
bit
co-op's... Oh, sorry.
a little bit of history about us 3 doing co-ops. We often refer to ourselves as the Beard Brothers, as all 3 of us have pretty big beards. We initially started doing these co-ops with SMZ3, and ever since we learned of Doors, Doors has always been a favorite setting of ours.
You guys have been checking Take Any Caves, right?
Yep.
Oh, I just found the Master Sword. Yay, better swingy.
Desert leads to Hyrule Castle,
Uh-huh.
and it's a dark room at the start.
Doesn't that mean that Turtle Rock is Turtle Rock?
Yes.
Just note.
The Legend of Zelda and the hunt for 216 Doritos.
Actually, there's been more than that before. With Pottery Lottery.
What is the maximum number of Doritos that you can possibly have?
I don't know.
It'd probably be something up in the 700 range, wouldn't it?
Yeah, something like that.
700, 800.
Alright, and because we got the Master Sword, the entrance to, the back entrance to Desert, which is at Hyrule Castle, is now unlocked, so I decided to go in here and finish this. Oh, hey, look, a room with 9 checks in it. You'll see us go into a lot of rooms that normally aren't gone into because of,
All the pots that are in there.
because of all the pots that are in there. There's a room named after me, unofficially. It's in Skull Woods. Skull Woods is going to be huge, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no! It's fine. I can fix this. Won't take but a second. What did Bottle Vendor have, by the way?
Did I forget to talk to Bottle Vendor?
I don't recall.
It says here on my map that you didn't, but
Please double sanity check that.
I will. Give me a second. I
Because there's a
fixed my
lot
key
of muscle
problem.
memory early.
Arc Saber, it's been done before. Just a minute.
Right, if it's uint 8_t, then the max would be 255, and if it's uint 16, it would be 6,536. Well, 6,555, technically. And 255.
Lamp out of logic.
Lamps out of logic? Yeah, Kronos. You're very, very welcome.
Why was lamp out of logic?
I broke up to the top of Desert to get to it. It's either locked behind Samaria or access to one of these entrances.
Please talk about Mirror Scroll.
Right. So, in X's inventory at the moment, you can see that he has what looks like the map selected. What that is it's basically the mirror. So if you get stuck indoors, if you get soft locked ever, you want a way to get out of the dungeon. But you don't want to give the developers, don't want to give the player the mirror instantly. So to work around that, they have this mirror scroll, where if you use it, you can warp to the entrance of a dungeon. If you saw the Ancient Stone Tablets run just a few hours ago, you could see that they did that with the Ocarina. But in the original Link to the Past, it was done with the mirror, so mirror scroll. It doesn't have any of the other functionality of the mirror, so it's just like pseudo boots in that sense.
If you guys need to, if an admin needs to, they can switch to my audio. I'm running the ALTTP enhanced, what you call
MSU
it?
pack.
MSU pack, but I can hear Giga clearly, and I can turn up Mega and Shadow. If they need to, if there's that many audio problems.
Normally it isn't this laggy for me. Let me try closing a few things.
You don't have the money for that, X.
I noticed.
I think what it's doing for me is that it's struggling with the Discord screen sharing feature.
That would make sense, yes.
Let me try something else. That.
Who went up to Death Mountain?
I did in Shadow Dead.
Okay, did we do any lamp? Oh, the lamp checks would be out of logic. But still.
I'm supposed to, I'm heading back into Ice Palace at Eastern.
Your notes are covering up a lot of your gameplay.
Give me a moment.
So you're sure you didn't just drown that pot, X?
I'm sure.
Okay, just making sure. So one thing I should mention about doors is sometimes there can be loops, like X is experiencing right now, where one door can lead from one part of a super tile to a different part in the same super tile. Hello.
Getting round one.
Yeah, Discord is just being too laggy with the screen share, so I'm gonna...
Can you,
Thought
like...
Shuffle is on.
Can you set it on top of a book or something?
Let me try something. I can do something with like that. Because normally I don't do Discord screen share. Just gotta rotate this a little bit.
Yeah. Just let me know. I know that Giga's coming through okay, but let me know if I need to turn up Shadow and Mega. I can fix it on the fly.
There, is that better?
Much. Thank you.
Alright, there is a Vitreous here in Desert Palace. Ah.
At least he's not sitting on top of damage tiles.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Hyrule Castle that needs some Mario.
I totally...
That's a good question, Magios. Is pot drowning reversible? Or do you have to do the water walking glitch to get that pot?
Pot drowning is not reversible. As a result, I've always made extra sure that I don't drown pots. Actually, I think it is reversible. I'm not 100% sure on that, actually. But either way, I've never risked it.
Yeah.
It would be better not to risk it.
Yes. Oh, come on.
Even if it does end up being reversible.
Because, full disclosure, I don't know, oh, what's that glitch called?
Diver down?
Diver down. No, I do not know Diver down. I know a few. I can do Icebreaker and half a dozen others. I'm gonna search here for health.
Sounds like a good idea.
There we go. Yeah, it's probably reversible. But either way, I've never risked it.
I found Coffee Break 3.
Oh, talk about Coffee Break. And why there's 3 of them. Because it's funny.
So, the coffee break refers to some of the tile rooms where waiting out at each and every tile opens a door. So, you have to just stand in one spot and let all the tiles fly at you worthlessly. As long as it's set up correctly. And in Coffee Break 3, which MKI is in currently, you just have to stand in the doorway. And you get 1 item check.
Yep, there's a pot back there.
There is, unfortunately.
It's a good time to take a drink of your coffee or your soda or your water or whatever.
Yeah, go grab some popcorn. We'll be here a while.
Mhm. Can you talk about boss rando?
Sure. Boss rando basically just means that each of the bosses will be in random locations, like Vitreous here in Desert Palace. But some of the bosses would crash the game if they were put in certain locations. I don't know exactly which ones. I believe Trinex is a big one. There's a lot of places that Trinex just can't be.
I'm glad I didn't use up my potion.
Yeah, he doesn't fit.
It's less that he doesn't fit and more that he will just crash the game.
Yeah, so in an effort to prevent that, if he it shuffles, it grabs the boss, puts it in places where it knows it can fit, and if it runs out of spots, it grabs another one.
Yeah, each boss has like a table of locations where without crashing the game, and the randomizer just does the ones that have the least amount of locations where they can fit first, I believe. I could be wrong on that. I'm just pulling that out of my butt. Oh no, so we should probably talk about Helicopter. It might happen in this run, it might not.
It happened in my run.
But it's a fun thing to see, and it's always a good time too, because it means the Helmasaur's tail doesn't have a hitbox.
And it really fits with Spider Dance from Undertale.
Sure. It might be at the same tempo as that song. So you can see here on Shadow's screen, he has a key on a torch, but he can't get it because he doesn't have the real boots, he just has pseudo boots. So he can't bonk the torch to make the key drop down.
One good thing about co-op online is that I can keep throwing myself at this problem here, and the other players can continue working on other things, right? So,
Right.
like, we've got a hard boss fight here, right? Harder than normal. And if I fail it a few times, it's okay, because I'm not falling behind. Because everybody else is doing other things for the seed. If that makes sense.
I would argue that this is not harder than normal, because in Vitreous' normal arena, he does have damaged tiles that he's sitting on.
Yes, but I only have Master Sword.
Right.
And it's about to be everyone's favorite game, Blue Ball Guessing Game.
And yes, working player, you heard me right, Helicopter. If you get Helmasaur in Mothula's room, in Skull Woods, then his tail just starts spiraling out of control.
It's hilarious.
Get your guesses in for Blue Ball Guessing Game.
I'll say
And thank
3.
you for the explanation, True Pixel. My guess for the Blue Ball Guessing Game is 0. As it always
9.
is.
I've been guessing 9 for like 2 years.
Dang. How the blue balls work, I should probably explain that too, even though this isn't part of the rando, I don't think.
It is.
Well, the RNGC for it is.
Yeah.
But each time Agana shoots at you, if it's the first shot out of 4 in that set, it's guaranteed to be a red ball. Or yellow ball, as they call it, because it's flashing between red and blue. And that is the only type of attack that can hurt him, if you hit it back at him. The blue ball, as you just saw there on MKI's screen, if you hit that, it will spread out in a 6-directional shot and not do anything. It just wastes time. Maybe hurts you.
There's spots to stand too. ignore damage.
The third attack that he can do, which he does after every third shot, whether it's a red or blue ball, is the lightning attack, which you also saw Vitreous doing every once in a while. X just got a crystal. This is all dungeons, I believe they said, so that
Yes.
means they have to do all the dungeons. They get all the crystals, get all the pendants. I was not paying attention to how many blue balls it was.
I think it was 4.
Oh,
We got some
we don't
people who
have-
guessed 4 in the chat. So
Whoa!
congratulations, Tosh and Kaido. You've won the blue ball guessing game.
Oh, you've already gotten the pyramid item, I see.
Yep.
Okay.
Thank you.
We currently have Shadow going through Hyrule Castle.
Alright. And I'm gonna head up to the mountain because we have lamp.
Alright. I'm going to try to find the other 8 checks in desert.
Congratulations, Kaido.
Yeah, congrats, Kaido. I hate
And
doing
who was
that
the other
room
person who
backwards.
guessed 4?
Man, I hate doing that room backwards.
Shadow, I assume you already clipped up to K45?
Yes.
Trying to think about what else I should talk about. And I'm not coming up with anything.
When we say every pot, we literally mean every pot in the game.
Yeah.
So, like, right now I'm on Death Mountain, and you're seeing, like, rooms and pots that aren't normally,
The only
shown in-
exception to that is if a pot has a switch underneath it. Like you saw in the Ganon's Tower room with the Igors. There was one pot in the middle that had a switch underneath it, and it wasn't colored blue, like all the other pots that do have checks under them are. That was because it had a switch that opened a door underneath it. And pots like that can't have checks under them.
Oh wait, we got a glove. The lamp might be in logic.
Yeah.
Dungeon layouts can be confusing.
Might be in logic?
Through an alternative pathing.
That's the only pot in here.
That's a good question, Zero. What exactly is the boss shuffle setting? Do you know?
Basic, I believe.
So there are no
Oh.
duplicate bosses?
Yeah,
There are
so
a
there's
few
going to be 2
duplicates.
sets of whatever is at the Light World dungeons because of the
Because of
Uh,
Ganon's Tower. Or
yeah.
no, Aga Tower, sorry.
no, Ganon's Tower.
Oh, right. There are 2 sets of whatever's in Light World Dungeon 1, Light World Dungeon 2, and Light World Dungeon 3, but otherwise there are no duplicate bosses.
I think we have. I thought we had it on full.
Cool? Okay.
You did?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I-
not full.
I think that means that,
3 bosses
Boss-
are gonna have a duplicate.
okay. Thank you. I wouldn't have been able to guess that. What is your suggestion, Kaido? Oh wait, no. The suggestion was logic.
Ah. We do not have net. I
Yep.
thought we did.
Yeah, if we had the bug net, we can collect what we call life insurance policies.
And what in actuality are just fairies.
Okay. That was a wasted key.
You already got these. I'm looking for money right now.
Gold sword can be found in Thieves' Town Pot.
Which means that swords are not progressive. You have big keys random as well, don't you?
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's part of key sanity. The big keys can be anywhere in the world.
Now, whoever's in Ice Palace right now, I didn't have big key while I was in there last time.
Nobody's in Ice Palace, it looks like.
Oh, well.
We've
That's
got
not going-
MKI in Desert and Shadow in a room from Ice Palace, but in Hyrule Castle.
Ah. Yeah, something is missing. You are right, Phoenix Down.
Could it be the big key? I don't know. No, items are not progressive because of retro mode. That was a double negative. But it was the only correct way to say that sentence. Retro mode has nothing to do with the progressiveness of items. There is a progressive items setting that is currently set to grouped random, which means that it is random whether a set of items, say swords, is progressive or not. And each of these sets of items is different perceived. So you could have swords not be progressive, but shields are. You could have bows be progressive, but neither swords or shields are. You could have... I believe the full list is bows, shields, swords, tunics. I think that's it. I'm probably wrong, but I think that's it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you covered it all. Ah, yeah.
Yep.
Okay. I figured out what I did wrong. Where I stopped, so on and so forth.
I figured out where the other checks in
Oh,
Desert
no,
are. I just got
somebody's already been here. Okay. This is fine. I'm gonna get all this stuff out of the way. Because I don't have Fire Rod.
The sanctuary music just plays when you enter the room specific for it. The specific entrance for it. Does Moldorm have a random number of eyes?
Yes. One of my viewers, Pixel, really loves 8-eyed Moldorms. Nobody's sure why.
The pot's blue tint is not an indicator that the pot has been checked. It is just an indicator that the pot can have an item underneath it.
So I think at this point, we're looking for a moon pearl.
Yep.
Just found Tower Hera's big key.
If somebody has money, please go to, please go get Bottle Vendor.
Whose tracker is it that's being
It's
shown?
Megas. I believe.
I've got to get through this ad so I can see things on the stream layout. We might have to ping the layout guy.
Why? What's up?
The tracker isn't showing the big keys and the leftmost items.
Sometimes I forget that if I have the tracker in the background, it doesn't update.
Mine should be up to date if you want to switch over to mine.
It is now up.
Well, no, yours is half cut off.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not a
Yes?
problem of updating. It's cut off on the stream layout. On the SpeedGaming
Oh, it's just a
stream
matter
layout.
of cropping then.
Yeah.
Ow.
That room.
Chain chomps are painful.
Yes, they are. Chain shots are painful, and the room, ice room with disgusting
Finally, we're
with
getting
the
items
with the laser statue is even worse.
MKI, you might want to move your mouse.
Jesus, Hyrule Castle is utterly annoying. Ow.
But chain chomps are in Link's Awakening. Counterfeit. Maybe the Zelda universe is Mario adjacent.
Fun fact, because Turtle Rock has pipes and chain chomps and pokies, it's sometimes called Mario's Dungeon. Just a little tidbit of information for you.
Oh, I've done a lot of count of Hyrule Castle. It's like 13 checks left in here.
Yeah, we need to find the Moon Pearl, though.
I'm going to go to, whatever at Hera. After I get a key or two.
So here's a really frustrating scenario to be in. A dungeon with one check remaining, and
And you
Not-
don't know where it is.
yeah.
Oh, that's right. Can't do that dungeon. Because it's blocked by a King Samaria.
No! This is fine.
I was gonna ask, is there a spoiler log?
Check the DMs.
Oh yeah, I see it.
Oh.
Here.
Link to the Past isn't real. It's technically just a comic strip from Nintendo Power.
I'm gonna check the vendor.
Uncle Link, you're making things up again. Shut up, this is my story.
Oh man.
So I do have the spoiler log open if anyone wants to start cheating, as X would put it.
What are you doing right now, Shadow?
I'm not doing hardly anything because can't really do anything in the dark because no moon pearl.
I am currently in Desert Palace looking for that last item, but it looks like it was found.
Yeah.
I've done what I could of Hyrule Castle. But I think I need King Samaria.
Yeah.
Or something else.
I know where I'm going.
Because Hera...
I am going to the graveyard drop.
Ah.
Because I think somebody missed that. I think.
That's how I got the Ice Palace. I mean, to Power Castle.
Do we want a hint?
Let me check these. Let me get back into Hyrule Castle first. I'm surprised I'm so low on money.
Oh,
Yep,
Zor.
I was right. Nine checks in here.
The drop-downs are different from regular entrances into dungeons. Even in Dungeon Simple, drop-downs do not get randomized. They don't get randomized unless you're in full randomization, I believe.
Everybody disconnect and reconnect, please.
What was going on there?
A couple chests got duplicated.
What is the implication of this? Clearly, Samus the Bounty Hunter exists in Mario's universe. And thus exists in the universe of The Legend of Zelda.
Oh.
And Metroids, too. Which means Kirby also exists. Because Samus appeared in Kirby's Dream Land 3, along with the Metroids.
Don't forget all the Mario RPG cameos.
That's why Samus is in
Alright, I
Mario's world
found
in the first
the
place.
cache of checks that we probably missed. Here in Aga Tower. There's 36 out of 75 checks here. I guarantee we missed something.
Alright.
I'm currently in Aga Tower.
Not entrance shuffle simple, dungeon shuffle simple.
Oh.
Alright, I'm in.
Hi, Cold Stare.
I'm in coffee break too, but I don't have the items to do the glitch to hold on to the wall. Ow.
Star
Please
Fox
don't.
F-Zero and Metroid should become Win sequels. I agree.
Don't mind me. I'm just gonna be beating my head against a wall with a cold stare.
Yay, I found some money! I've been, like, on nothing money for, like, this whole time. And one thing that'll happen in this, by the way, is that once we kind of start getting into go mode, there will be a lot of, like, very quick dungeon clears.
I'm also getting up to Aga Tower to help out there.
I went left after I got through the first room. Looks like you didn't do the coffee break 2 room and the key door there.
What about the annoying firewire room?
I did that.
Okay.
I'm heading to dealing with annoying cold stare.
Yep, that needs to be done.
Yep. Didn't have fire at the time.
What have I started? What have I started in chat?
People thought Smash was going to be the biggest Nintendo crossover, but it was only the beginning. Is there any unusual properties if more than one runner is in a boss room? No. The enemies, unfortunately, in bosses are not synced.
You can see this in Shadow and MKI's screens at the moment. How all the skeletons were not in the same place, and how Cold Stare was still attacking Shadow with ice drops from the ceiling.
Oh, we're all in Aga Tower.
Yep. Because it's the only place to find progress.
We do deserve Captain Falcon. Nintendo just doesn't want to give him to us.
Cold Stare is just a little bit of a gross boss to be dealing with right now.
There's Coffee Break 3.
Yep, which has been done already. X, you can't do that.
Yeah, I did that. Yeah, everything to the left is a dead end, by the way. One thing that is synced, however, in this mode is the switch puzzles. So if one of you guys runs into a switch, I'm gonna stay behind here and hit it. Actually, no. I'm gonna go right.
Which leads to Cold Stare.
Moon Pearl.
Moon Pearl! We found it. Alright. Now that we have Moon Pearl, I'm immediately gonna start doing Dark World. So you guys can continue working through here. Or one of you guys can start working through here.
Well, I'm getting out of the dungeon. I'm out of keys.
And Cold Stare is not a pleasant boss to deal with. What end of the Dark World are you doing, X?
I'm gonna start doing, I'm gonna do Hype Cave and then head straight into the entrance of Swamp Palace.
Shadow? Or Cack? Or Pod?
I'll go to the pod entrance.
Alright.
One thing you'll find about Pottery Lottery is that places that are normally valuable, like Pipe Cave, which is absolutely so totally valuable in every single randomizer seed you've ever played in your life,
That's why they call it Hype Cave.
become a lot less valuable because of so many more items in the pool. A lot of the items that are under pot, a lot of the items that would normally be under pots can end up in chests, and so there's a lot more junk in the item pool.
And the sheer amount of junk that can appear is why Hype Cave isn't that hype anymore.
Yep. Alright, Meyer is here. Oh, somebody needs to do a map check, please. For Dark World.
What?
Green is Skullwoods, and Thieves and Turtle Rock are crystals.
Thieves and Turtle Rock are crystals?
What was the reward at Desert? A crystal?
Well, which dungeon entrance did you go to?
Me?
X? Yeah.
Yes, I went to the Skull Woods entrance. Or the Swamp Palace entrance, sorry.
Okay.
And Swamp leads to... What did Swamp lead to?
Swamp led to Meyer. Mega's taking notes for us for later.
Statistical Hype Cave.
Yeah. Oh, here's an interesting bit. If you didn't know, you will now. Anytime you're playing Pottery, you want to come in here and, you know, obviously get these pots because, you know, that's a thing. I found the big key to Eastern, by the way.
It was in a room from Eastern.
Yep. There are 3 hidden pots under here. If you didn't know that, you know it now. I'm not going to go through that door because I can get back to the same room.
Without using a key.
Without using a key, yes. And I have very limited keys this run.
Apologies for that. I was in the middle of yawning. I've been up for a while. I didn't get good sleep last night.
I'm sorry to hear that, Giga.
Tower of Hair is also a crystal.
You said Tower of Hair is also crystal? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Oh, I just wasted a key.
Because there's this cool lettering system that has been fairly recent addition to ALTTPR, rolling to the past randomizer. Ow.
This room is always shut. I knew that.
Yeah. Nintendo can be like that sometimes.
Okay. Pod is pod.
Pod is pod. Fantastic. So if you were a kid, you may have gotten these pots when you were a kid to walk around this room. And then you learned later that it was totally unnecessary. They have become necessary again.
Why don't you light up the room, X? Show them what it looks like.
Yeah, why not? Yeah. See? All those white squares are pots.
They had pots on them.
Oh, I found the big key to GT. Oh, both hidden pot areas are here in this dungeon. So, another thing, if you didn't know, there's a hidden pot right here.
It's right there.
and a hidden pot right here.
Both of them in air quotes mire.
Yep.
Which it's in Mire's dungeon slot, but it doesn't appear to be using any of the rooms from Mire yet.
Correct. I'm just getting rid of these Gibdos because I don't like Gibdos. They're annoying.
I don't blame you.
I don't like Gibdos. They're rough, they're coarse, and they get everywhere.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound like Gibdos to me.
That sounds like sand.
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Helma.
And this is Vitreous's boss room, which has the damage tiles I was talking about previously. You see on X's stream that big ol' green goo that's covering all the northern half of the room? If X steps on that, he'll get hurt.
I don't want to waste my money. Ow.
Nice D-boost.
Okay, now I do. There we go. Apparently, you need to use the boomerang, Shadow. Swamp Palace was the red pendant. Oops.
Oh, I see. Shadow doesn't have any money for the arrows.
Whoever just got the red pennant, can you reconnect?
Yeah. There we go. Give it a second. I am going to head to Skullwoods.
Alright. I didn't do anything to the north of... Game?
Someone with money needs to head to Pod, I think.
Yeah.
That's where Shadow is, right? Because Pod has the Armos Knights. Hera and Pod apparently have crystals 5 and 6.
Have you been to the Sun entrance yet, Mega?
That's, Hera.
Have you been in there?
Yeah, it's a 3-key dungeon. Do you want to tag team? Switch dungeons? I'll do Pod.
Yeah. Because right now, I don't have any money.
Tag.
But I know how to get some real quick.
Alright. You
got
guys will
flippers.
see that Skullwoods is about to become... Skullwoods goes from the smallest dungeon in most randos to the largest in Pottery Lottery doors. There are lots of pots in there.
And we do have,
I am gonna check... Giga, you know that, you've seen this a few times, that you should be checking, like, locations that you may not have access to because there are pots in there, right? So, like, I'm going to Bumper Cave. There are 5 pots in here.
Yeah. I feel like that just kind of comes with the territory of Pottery Lottery. If there's a pot there, you go check it.
Excuse me, let me over.
Just
I have
right
yet to
now-
find the cape in here yet, though. That'd be kind of funny.
Actually, the cape would be kind of nice in pod.
Oh man, it's Metal. Welcome to chat, Metal.
Hey, Tails!
I call him Metal because I'm bad at changing the name I call people.
I hate when I actually poke these.
We had some problems with the Moon Pearl, I believe. But we got the Moon Pearl and we sorted it out.
Yeah. Hi, Faywinds. Feel free to ask any questions you might have.
Yep. We will answer them well, I'll answer them to the best of my ability, and if my ability is not enough, then the runners will answer them.
There's defense game.
Yo!
That'll work good against Armos.
Oh.
Yep.
One thing you'll see now in the HUD of X and Shadow at the moment, because they've collected compasses, they can now tell when they're inside the dungeon they have a compass for, whether it's a crystal or pendant dungeon, by the C and P indicators below which dungeon it is.
Oh, no.
Is it Landmo? It's Landmo.
It's Landmouth, yeah.
Ice
I'd
Landmo.
rather deal with Lamo and Ice than Armos with a massive sword.
I might do this thing. Just to get rid of one of them. I don't want to waste too much money though. Obviously.
The Moon Pearl was in the big key chest in Aghanim's Tower. The Turtle Rock big key chest in Aghanim's Tower.
Needs a Samaria to progress further.
I really don't want to lose to this boss. That's embarrassing. So I'm not going to.
I think the boss doesn't want to lose to you.
I'm gonna go check Spike Cave.
I'm working on Hera. Since we have the big key to it.
So anybody want to point out how many checks there are in my
Yeah.
Skull Woods here?
Zero just noted that.
Yes, Feywind. But yeah, Zero, there are 142 checks in this dungeon. Why? Because I'm insane.
The reason arrows work like in Zelda 1 is because we have retro mode on Feywind. How that works is runners have to find a quiver, which is represented as an arrow, and the bow. And then they fire regular arrows for 10 rupees or silver arrows for 50.
But yeah, Skull Woods always has a lot of checks in it because there are a lot of pots here. It goes from one of the smallest dungeons in the game to one of the biggest.
That has to do with how many different ways to enter Skull Woods there are, doesn't it?
I don't want to exit yet. I'll enter in through another way. No! I've seen upwards of 200.
I'm gonna focus on Overworld right now.
So sometimes doors can do that, although it's very rare in Yes, Bumblebee Sword, we do.
Yes, that is part of the cooperative nature of the scripts we're using to make sure that the runners are all together. This isn't a race, it's a cooperative seed. We're using BSNES and some specific scripts to so that each runner can see both where the others are on screen.
Found red cane.
That's a good
Sorry.
scenario location.
Okay, I'm heading to pair entrance.
To finish my thought, runners can see both their co-runners if they're on the same screen, and if they're not, there's a map that's not being streamed where they can see which dungeon their co-runners are in.
We're about to be in my room, unofficially. We call this my room because there's a big old X on the floor.
What X is doing here is a bomb jump.
Yeah.
Or he's trying anyways.
I can get it. It's just it's an easy lineup because that wall lines you up. But the reason I'm doing it is because it makes getting into my room a lot easier.
Pump House has 19 checks.
And gets me three checks right away.
Still no Pegasus boots, I see.
Still no real boots, correct. But yeah, there's a big X on the floor here. So welcome to my room, everybody. The big key to Hyrule Castle.
Isn't that one kind of worthless? Because there's no boss in Hyrule Castle?
There could be big chests in there. And big key doors.
Fair enough. Metal's giving out spoilers in chat.
Why? We don't want spoilers. We want to complete this run as best we can. But yeah, Tails vetted this seed for us, so.
And that was mostly to make sure that there wasn't anything gross like a Mesosaur Trinex on ice.
That is a possibility with doors and boss rando.
Because of key drop shuffle, that doesn't exist.
To answer Bumble's statement, we're playing, well, doors random, which means the inside of dungeons is randomized. We're on intensity 3, which means any super tile from any dungeon can be anywhere, as long as it has a proper entrance tied to it. Spoilers, Ganon dies.
Really? Phoenix down, I had no idea.
Ow.
Shadow, your mouse is on the screen again.
Mega, you said you were working on Overworld?
I've got a lot of the overworld, yeah. Why?
No reason, just trying to figure out what's going on.
And
Yo, we got mitts.
I got the dark shopping mall area. But because we have Samaria now, I'm going back into pod to attempt to full clear it.
Alright, I'm working on Skull Woods at the moment, but the drop down I went down decided that it was going to take me to an annoying spot that I couldn't get out of without saving and quitting, so that can happen with Skull Woods specifically. It's kind of annoying.
Where was Blue Pennant with Skull?
a pod. No, swamp. Which was at her entrance.
That's fine. I can just do that.
Gotta really worry about that one singular check. When there's
I don't know about the
plenty of
GBE version being randomized, but I have heard that they're trying to add the yeah sound effect into the game.
voice lines.
Yeah.
Where was the other pendant dungeon?
I don't think we found it yet.
Because we have 2 of the pendant dungeons beaten. I don't know what the second one is.
I just beaten Swamp Palace.
And Swamp Palace had... What did Swamp Palace have? A crystal or a pendant? Pendant? Okay, so
Skull Woods has
Skull
3.
Woods, Misery Mire, and Swamp Palace all have pendants, Mega. And that means the rest of them are crystals. Alright, we're actually pretty close to go mode. We do need rods, most likely.
Have any of us found Bob's room yet?
Yep.
I have.
What boss is at the drop down?
Land Molus, I already beat it.
Alright. So there is a Trinex that needs to be beaten somewhere. At least one.
So I'm gonna go pick up these pots here that nobody ever picks up, ever.
I picked those pots up. But I play pot shuffle, so
Pot Shuffle is different from Pottery Lottery.
pot
By
shuffle
the
is
way.
very different from pottery lottery.
What dungeon's at the back of Skullwoods? Do we know?
No.
Okay.
Oh, the back of Skull Woods is the back of Skull Woods. I just came out of it. I've already been here, so we're gonna go down the other drop down. But that is my way back. Shadow, where are you at the moment?
I'm at Hookshot Cave.
Hookshot Cave? Okay. Ah, okay, here we are. This is my way back, and I need to go down the other drop-down hole.
There's the third sword.
Yo, tempered.
I might have to bow out of comms, just go take a nap.
in order to get into the other hole, because this area was blocked off, I absolutely have to leave.
Yeah, I think that's for the best. Sorry about this, but I'm gonna go sleep.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, go get yourself some sleep, man.
Yeah. If I could stay longer, I would.
It's perfectly fine. I will pay attention to chat as much as I can.
Thank you.
And continue commentary. If you have any questions, I'm happy to help. Once again, I'm Xless Forever.
Yeah, sorry about this. Gigo Tomi is signing off for the moment. I hope the rest of the run goes swimmingly.
It should.
Yeah. Like I said, we're pretty close to go mode.
You look pretty close to go mode.
Yep. It's mostly the 2 rods and the keys and maybe the mirror. Yeah, this is what I was looking for before.
Yeah, that's what we need, the mirror to access the rest of our dungeons.
Alright, later.
What are both of you doing right now?
I'm in Skullwoods.
Shadow?
Breaking in the Turtle Rock.
We have
You don't need to... Yeah, we have the hammer. You don't need to break in. You don't need the mirror to get into Turtle Rock. We absolutely have to have the mirror to get into Misery Mire. Or the entrance to Misery Mire, I should say.
We have access to the entrance to Misery Mire right now because we have Titans.
We don't have mirror. Oh yeah, you're right. Never mind. I'm wrong. I'm wrong.
Good.
Sorry,
Yeah.
buddy.
all three of us. It's worth noting that all three of us usually do these practices a little bit later in the day, after at least me and Shadow have had dinner and X has had lunch. Time zones are weird like that sometimes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and then Turtle Rock. Turtle Rock's got a crystal. It takes 5 keys to clear it. And there are 67 checks here.
Where are you? Oh, you're in Turtle Rock.
I'm checking Mire, by the way.
Ah. And the dungeon at Mire is...
Not sure yet. I'm checking all the outside entrances first for checks.
We still got like 45 minutes to go, dude. We're fine.
Mm-hmm. A lot of randomizer seeds tend to start slow, but once they get going, they really get going. I don't care about the boomerang.
I've managed to find all 3 chickens in this seed.
Chicken!
Go me, I win something, I think. How many checks does everybody have at the moment?
247.
169.
Nice.
275 for me.
Here's being staticky.
How have I not been finding keys?
It's Eastern.
Ah, that is a thing to point out. The spawn order for pots has changed. If there are too many actors on a screen, with the pots and the items and the enemies all included, the pots will always despawn first. So that's why when you saw me picking up pots there, you saw them just disappearing, poof, 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 rather than the item just appearing underneath it and me throwing the pot away. Good, I didn't need it anyway. One thing about me, though, I'm out of keys. And it's becoming a slight problem. But I have bunches of money, so I'm gonna stop and buy keys here in a minute. How's that overworld check coming along? Or no, you're in a dungeon now, aren't you?
I'm in a dungeon. Hi, Trinex. Bye, Trinex.
Trinex
bro.
in Eastern. Oh, joy.
Yeah,
That
so
means
we
we
got
definitely need rods. I plan to. But there's more of this dungeon I can explore. I totally didn't hit the button.
And also, Eastern has despite having only 30 checks, it has a lot of the roaster rooms in the game.
I found powder.
Oh yeah, we don't need to sprinkle it on the bat. Bat just has a ruby.
Okay, I need to leave. I'm gonna start doing overworld checks. Get some keys, you know.
I've done Dark Shopping Mall. I think the only other ones on the tracker are from Smith's Chain and Quakefish.
It doesn't look like you've done hammer pegs or Stumpy or a few others down there, but I'll get them.
Okay.
Oh, you know where I'm actually gonna head after I get keys and get some of the overworld checks? I'm gonna head into Ice Palace because we have access to that now.
Yep. Did either of you go back to Death Mountain? Oh yeah, one of you did. After we got the lamp.
I did the darkroom pots on Death Mountain, by the way.
Thank you.
We don't have mirrors, so I'll do the overworld checks in a minute. I'm just gonna dive right into Ice Palace.
That works.
Or whatever Ice Palace is. Alright. Ice Palace is Thieves' Town. We do not have the big key for it. That means there are 5 checks in this dungeon that I can guaranteed cannot get. There's 63 checks here.
And by order of elimination, GT's at GT.
That's good to know. Oh, we need to check GT entrance, by the way.
GT leads to GT.
I know, but we need to go there and get the stuff out of there.
Oh, right. Did we check how many crystals it was?
It should be 0. Fun fact, if you pause and change item, your item dash will continue. It's one of my favorite movement techs. No. No. I'm gonna beat the boss first. Let's get it out of the way. There's a bug here. I'm gonna squash it. With no fire rod, apparently. Easiest boss fight ever. Thieves Town is done. It's not done, but Thieves Town's crystal's been gotten. I mean,
I found coffee break the first. There's our fire rod.
Excellent.
hey, fire rod. That means we have found all 3 coffee break rooms.
Yep.
So, does anybody have any questions? Want to know anything? I think we've explained most of it. Giga was pretty thorough. We're just working through the seed. We should be done pretty soon, actually.
Just needed that ice rod for go mode.
Yeah, it's that ice rod we need.
Yeah. I'm just wondering where the heck our actual boots are at. Because it could get very gross that our ice rod is boot locked.
It could be. There are lots of checks here in Thieves Town, though.
Who's over on Death Mountain? And what are you doing?
I'm getting back to Rock.
I'll check GT then.
Yeah.
I found sword number 4.
Yo. We just happen to find those in progressive order.
Sweet.
Yeah. Which is a great thing. Which is fun, but one less thing we have to worry about.
I finally found some armor.
Yo.
Tails will be fine. I did for just a minute, but that's only because, that happens indoors. Basically, the whole idea with, doors is that, the dungeons are different every single time you play a seed. So the super tiles are all mixed up and sometimes or they're not backwards. They're only backwards when I play mirror mode. But the super tiles are all mixed up every single time you roll, so this isn't a fixed layout. So trying to figure out kind of the stoop loops and where everything is placed. Oh, I found 11 checks. Cool. Can be a little bit mind-bending, but you learn kind of the patterns that you have to deal with and the you know, kind of the problems you could run into, and you learn to cope with it. So you end up trying something else and coming back to it later. Sometimes when you have more resources or equipment, it helps out a lot.
GT's 4 crystals to enter.
Ah. Well, we have 3.
Yeah.
And if you give me a minute, most likely I'll have the 4th.
And
I need to go buy some keys.
Oh. No, we already have one.
now, finding the ice rod is now definitely top priority.
Yes, it is.
We found I found a Trinex here in Turtle Rock.
Did you say there's 2 Trinexes in Turtle Rock?
There's only one Trinex in Turtle Rock. So we have a Trinex in his own dungeon.
I found the last of the items in this dungeon. Thieves Town is completely cleared out. We don't have real boots. Okay, I'm gonna have to do a bomb jump just so I can finish this out. This bomb jump is a little bit hard. Give me a second. Ah. No. I've done this bomb jump before, I promise. It's just been a minute.
I'm gonna reconnect because tracker being weird.
There we go, got it.
It's fixed now.
Okay. Three. Thieves Town. Oh, sorry.
Oh,
Thieves Town at Ice Palace has been cleared out.
Turtle Rock, it's empty except for the final boss. Except for the boss check.
Where was Ice Palace at?
Ice Palace is at Eastern Palace.
Do one of you want to go there?
You can head there. I got a good amount of keys.
I'm heading back to Raga Tower.
Okay, so in onlines, generally heart containers tend to be a little unstable, so there's a good chance that by the end of this run, we will all have all 20 hearts. Does anybody know what was at the entrance of Thieves Town?
Give me a second.
It's Hera.
Hera? Has that been cleared out yet?
Yep. Right? Shadow?
We have not beaten Hera yet. At least according to my tracker.
I think I had an issue with Hera. Was it Pod?
It was Pod.
Mega, what are you doing at the moment?
I am getting the last few checks out of Aga.
Yeah, we definitely need to get that. I'm gonna jump into Hera.
Did you find the chicken and the Y that's usually in Eastern?
I don't know. I know I found all 3 chickens.
Okay.
Alright, I assume you did all this, yeah. I assume you did all this. Except maybe you didn't have... Damn. Yes. So you see the number up top on the total items collected. So I have 363. Yo, Red Mail, where was that?
Here in D5 and Ice
If
House.
the pod has already been checked, the number will not increment. So I'll show you. If I pick up this pod here, the number didn't increment. I still have 363 checks. A multiplayer co-op mode with a server? What do you mean by that?
Allergies are annoying. Can you explain Icebreaker?
Icebreaker is a trick that allows you to phase through the wall in Ice Palace, where Mega is most likely now.
It ended up in Aga Tower.
You line yourself up with a certain pixel, and then you in the door frame, half in, half out, and then you scoot yourself back so that you're walking against the thing, so that you're walking continuously against the wall, and then you drop a Samaria block, and then you move it one frame. And once you move it one frame, once you move it, yo, Ice Rod, we're in business.
Cool.
Ice Rod and Ice Palace.
One frame to the
Left.
One frame to the left. Yeah. Sorry, I've been playing mirror mode, so my directions are backwards. The door animation or the door functions move to the right, and you end up phasing right through the wall. Like a multiplayer ALTTPR randomizer.
So there's actually two variants, two different qualifiers to that. There's the multi-world, where it's multiple people, multiple worlds.
And all of our rando items are mixed between those worlds. And this one is not a multi-world. This is a co-op randomizer. Yes, we can see each other. If we're in the same area. By the way, GT is now open.
There was a previous one earlier, an Archipelago Showcase multi-world that had multiple worlds and multiple people, and two people were in one of the worlds.
Yep. I'm gonna head straight to GT. Oh, and we have all 20 hearts now. No. Okay. Sorry about that.
Now to find the boss of this dungeon. But now we're effectively in go mode.
What?
Yes.
What was preventing Skullwood's boss from being killed?
I just couldn't find it. It's, I'm not sure what goes behind the coding in this. I just know it's awesome. We are all playing the same seed and sharing all of the vital items together, Juke. So, when I got the gold sword earlier, for example, we all got the gold sword. And the goal is to...
Shadow? Sorry.
What's up?
Shadow is on Death Mountain with me.
NTR?
I think he's headed for TR.
Okay, I'll go for Skull.
Well, I'm not in TR. I'm currently in Ice Palace.
Oh. Yeah, the bosses are not synced, unfortunately. We wish they were. But we will all be fighting our own copy of the boss. We do need to figure out Eastern Palace, Swamp, or Skullwoods.
I just beat Eastern.
Shadow, I need you to break into GT. We ran into this glitch again.
Oh, great. Alright. Someone's got to come to Ice Palace and finish it.
I'm on my way.
And
X, would you go to Turtle Rock instead?
Ah, damn it, I just got off the mountain. Yeah, sure, I can go to Turtle Rock.
in some cases like these, when you are testing highly volatile branches of programs, especially for a randomizer, you definitely want to know quite a few glitches.
Yeah, Shadow is going to go break into GT right now because we have problems.
Yeah, but we still have the crystal count to get in, but the the game is not seeing that we did get all crystals.
We don't know why.
Number of crystals.
You said you beat Eastern Palace?
Yeah, let me... where is the button? There it is.
Everybody disconnect your connector lib, turn off your QUSB, and then reconnect and reconnect all the other stuff at the same time. Everybody disconnect and reconnect.
Oh.
But yeah, because I don't know the glitch to break into GT, Shadow's gonna have to do it.
I'm in GT, and there is 21 checks in here.
Good, should be relatively simple to beat.
I'm not going to try to do all the checks. I'm just going to go try to find the boss.
Yep. We might need mirror. No, we don't need mirror. But what are you doing at the moment? Not Shadow. Mega.
I'm working on Skullwoods, trying to find the back of this, the boss.
Ah.
Trying being the keyword.
I wonder if this is where he missed it. This is a commonly missed... Oh, he got it. Yeah, Skullwoods can be a little bit confusing.
There is one room in here that would require a big key to progress, and I'm hoping that the big key to Skullwoods is not required to get to the boss this time.
Aha! Found the boss. How's GT coming along over there?
It's kind of... Found Aga 2.
Fantastic. TR is about to be done. Ow. If I could, actually hit this stupid boss. Yeah, GT wasn't because of doors or pottery. I think it's an error with the online. Alright, and then Ice Palace it looks like we haven't done yet. I will head there next.
Yeah, I was trying to find the entrance in there. Aga 2 is down.
I'm gonna head for... I'm gonna do the overworld... yeah, I'm gonna do the overworld checks because I'm thinking that might be where one of our keys is. Yo, we finally got BugNet.
Yep. We don't need Skullwood's big key.
Oh, fantastic. Never mind then.
We just need to beat Ice Balls because I found the blinking boss dot.
Ice Palace is at Eastern.
Yes. I don't mind me. I was trying to kill a bug.
Thank you, Kronos. We really appreciate it. We've been practicing this for a few months now, and we've commonly been playing this for a while. Pottery Lottery is... yes, Ice Palace does still need to be cleared, which I'm working on. We're very close. But we have been working on this and trying to straighten out all the bugs and, you know, work this all out for a while now, and we're very happy with it so far. And we hope Pottery Lottery becomes a little bit more popular. It doesn't actually take too much longer than a normal rando seed, even though I know it seems like it's a lot. I'm a pretty mid-level, sometimes considered high-level, depending on your skill level. Non-racer, I guess you would call me. And I can complete one of these seeds in like 3 hours, maybe a little less.
Yeah, I mean, this is complete full Pottery Lottery. I mean, you could reduce the number of checks by only making caves.
Yeah, you can make it
possible
only
location.
caves, only dungeons,
Only major pots.
yeah.
Yeah, so there is a lot of options available for Pottery Lottery.
And even doors. This is the accumulation of a lot of different moving parts.
Yep.
Last year, for example, I did a showcase of just doors, and there also are multi-world options for this as well. Last year I showcased a normal enough doors seed with a lower crystal count, I think 5 was, and this year we've been just slowly building up to this.
Yeah, and currently right now we're in the process of fixing stuff in the program that we used to use for doors. Getting some major bugs squished and getting everything sorted. And once all that's accomplished, doors will once again be reintroduced.
We hope.
We hope.
A lot of moving parts.
I found the boss. It was Samaria locked.
Which dungeon?
Ice Palace.
Okay, I'll get out of here then.
Get your potions.
I'm getting these for completion's sake, just because... Oh, I found the big key to Skullwoods. I found the real boots.
Nice.
Alright, what do we got? Oh, if you didn't know, the hammer is the real big key to Ice Palace. You always need it. And I get to squash another bug. Bug squashed. I will meet you guys over by Ganon's hole.
Alright. I will
For
be
those
right
of you
back.
wondering, we really can see each other.
What's up,
Give us
Mega?
a minute and we'll all be in the same place. Oh, I should be good. Oh yeah, it's been kind of a slog, Talonus. But that's okay. We had pseudo boots this whole time, so we were able to run around, so it wasn't really that big a deal. All right. We've all agreed to fight Ganon at the same time, and we've all agreed to do it silverless.
Meg said he'll be right back.
Mega, we have 5 minutes. But yes, here are all 3 of us. Does anybody have any questions now that we're not super busy?
I'm back.
Welcome
Welcome
back.
back. Everybody ready to do this?
Swords out.
Shadow? Okay.
3, 2, 1, spin.
Welcome to the craziest Ganon fight you will see in a long time. I'll do it too, why not? Don't fall, don't die.
Oh no! Cholesterol, my one weakness.
If you're a randomizer player of Link to the Past, we did what was called torch glitch. Now, after you get Ganon past all of his fire bats phase, and if you're able to light the torch before the right one, before it goes out, before the right one goes out,
It's got a triple.
It'll keep the right side always lit, and you'll be able to just light the left one.
And my pig is down. And the other guys are still fighting. I have not used silvers. It works in all versions. Oh, I didn't know lamp glitch didn't work in the other versions. That's cool. It was a team effort, okay? McScruff Ninja Tuna. Awesome name, by the way. My pig is down! Looks like Shadow's still working on his pig.
My pig is bitten the dust.
Woo! Alright, we're just waiting for Shadow to be done. Alright, 3, 2, 1, go! And the final time was 2:08:42.
Whew! That done. ball.
Oh my goodness! Comment! Everybody comment! Oh, GG's, everybody. Thank you so much for the run.
Yeah, that was actually a pretty tame seed. It was a low growth, but not horrible.
Yeah. 3x bacon for everybody. We made breakfast or lunch or dinner or midnight snack for everybody, depending on where you are in the world. I think this is the last run in SNES Super Stars. I'm not 100% on that. Yeah, get your GG emotes in. Look at our really, really insane credits. Thank you for the great run. Great show. Hey again, Lay Hulk. Good to see you.
And I hope y'all enjoyed the runs.
The seed was great. It wasn't too trolly, and it was pretty hard, and we all had fun with it. Thank you, Kronos. We're sorry that Giga had to dip out a little early. I hope I was halfway suitable replacement, although I'm not super good at public speaking, but I tried. Is there some bonus content? I can show off some glitches I know, and so can Shadow and Mega.
Yep. After the credits.
Does anybody have any questions specifically that they couldn't articulate but maybe thought of now?
Yeah, there are quite a few glitches and everything that are relatively easy, but not overly difficult to use.
Some of these glitches have been showcased before, but we're happy to show them again.
Well, the only ones we probably won't showcase are the YBAs, because some of them require vanilla dungeon layout.
TB Toaster, there are a bunch of different communities. There's the ALTTPR community, there's the Archipelago community, and I'm not sure what other places there are. But I would imagine
Community X.
Yeah, me and some other people have put together a very small Doors community because not too many people play Doors. We want more people to get into this.
There
oh my
are
goodness!
After we do a few showcasing things, there are some thanks that I want to give as far as SNES Super Stars is concerned, and just all the moving parts that led to this.
Working player. Sorry.
I really like the big picture myself.
Working player feels great. We really enjoyed this run, and I hope everybody here did as well. I hope we put on a good show for you. I'm not sure what kind of bonus content we can put on, but we're gonna try some things and show off some things that we're proud of, or whatever. Just have some fun, maybe. It depends. I haven't seen a mod in here in quite a bit. Let me get on Discord and see what's going on there. Alright, I don't see any mods on here either. But since we're still here...
And the pocket chain sleeps again. Forever. Forever.
Yeah.
But yeah, we I had a great time. The first run I did was a mirror mode Doors run, which I tried to keep short but didn't end up being, and I got super nervous. I was kind of embarrassed by that, but I had a lot of fun with it. This run went a lot better, and I'm very happy with it. Oh my goodness, the yeah, I'm not sure what to say. I'm speechless almost. I'm very happy to be part of this marathon. I guess thanks are in order. Thank you to my runner Shadow 42085 and Mega Kid Icarus. Thank you Feasel for hosting this. Thank you Giga for your commentary, even though you had to leave early. That's okay.
Thank you to all the runners.
Yeah, thank you to all the runners. Anybody who played Zelda, anybody who played any Super Nintendo game, which is everybody.
All right.
What?
Sorry about that. I was talking to my mom.
Thank you to just everybody. We know there's been a lot of Zelda runs here today, or at this marathon, but I hope we were able to put on a unique showing of a big, sometimes known as a meme mode. I suppose Pottery Lottery is a lot, but it's really not as much as you think it is. But it shows off a bunch of rooms that you don't normally go into. It shows off a lot of things that you gotta like really work to deal with without pots, because pots tend to have a way of kind of moving the game forward and giving you a certain power that you might not have had. And if you have to pick up all the pots, those advantages go away, and then you have to get creative and learn more about exactly what you're doing.
Shout out to Drecon for the Eevee sprite. I have no idea if I'm pronouncing that correctly.
But yeah, we have a Doors community. It's a very small one. We want more people to get into. You know, we use any software that's we usually play a lot of multi-worlds over there. So when I have permissions to give out shout-outs in chat, I will. But I haven't seen. Yeah, there are a bunch of pots that you may not know about. Oh, Feasel's typing finally. Feasel, you okay?
And then okay. There were
yes, sir.
Sorry, yes,
yes,
sir.
sir.
There were there are a few glitches that we do want to that at least me and Shadow do want to show off.
I think he wants to call it now.
Okay.
Okay.
So when you're all finished, you can say goodbye and drop out of the call. Then afterwards, I'll do my outro.
All right.
All right.
Early. Can I do my bit, please?
Yeah.
Earlier today in chat, someone mentioned Let's Plays. That was the first initial Let's Play was a long chain that in part led to this. I'm grateful to a lot of the people who were able to lead to this. In particular, Slowbeef, who was really the first person who added commentary to video gameplay, Nintendo Capri Sun, who really started to popularize the idea, same with Chugga Conroy and Proton John, who really started to popularize the idea of 24
We can show off if we want.
multiple day marathons, Games Done Quick, who initially came up with the idea of speedrunning marathons with classic games done quick, and SpeedGaming for just allowing the community to thrive.
Yeah, we could show off glitches if we want. So,
Right. There's the reset button.
I don't have very many to show off. I mean,
yeah, there's not that many. I'm going to clip up to K45 because I like doing that.
Okay.
There's a lot of advantages to it.
I'll just reset and I'll show one clip, and then I have to get going. That I like to use because depending on what's on Lake Hylia Island.
If you line the shadow up right here, hang on, please. This bottom shadow with that edge, third bump from the bottom, and then you scoot over and you line it up with that straight line there, and you hold down left. You can clip up here to K45. You can clip up here to this to Checkerboard Cave, and if you need to, you can get into Desert early. That's my favorite clip.
Yeah, and here's one that I use sometimes around. It's the same setup as the K45 boot clip. As long as linked, because one with the wall, set it up like that. Do your teleport.
If you do the same setup over here,
Go all the way down here. Press down.
which
You'll
is a
all
little
scroll
harder.
down. And now you're on Lake Hylia without mirror clip.
You can get up there. Fantastic.
And on my end, there's this glitch in Link to the Past that is often frowned upon called exploration glitch, where if you jump down a ledge like this, save and quit, it'll arm this particular glitch. Now, as long as I don't bonk, it'll still be armed. So the thing is that is an easy cave to set it off, and it also acts as a bit of a nexus. Using flute is okay with this. And as long as I don't bonk with boots, get to the cave, and if you know what you're doing with this glitch, oh right, it's patched out on this version.
Oh, oops. Yeah, so because of the nature of the underworld of doors, they had to patch out a bunch of exploration glitch stuff, which works perfectly fine, but it creates annoying things for the thing. I noticed Fiesel's in the room with us. Fiesel, did you... it sounds like we're pretty much done showing off the things we want to show off.
There is one more variant that I do want to show off.
Okay.
Yeah, I have one more clip I definitely want to show off here.
Right.
It's more of a fun YBA, but it's a little harder to pull off. Okay.
Yes, sir. So I'm gonna drop out now. I will see everybody later. Hopefully, everything went well. I hope the marathon is. I hope the marathon went extremely well. Good night, everybody. Or good morning, or good evening.
This is called Melted Flute, and a very expensive trick. It's a little harder to pull off because of its setup. So you gotta use the bottle and press and try to transition at the exact same time. It's not perfect to get. It's more or less trying to do a screen wrap to get the Ice Palace. And if you don't hit it at the exact right location, it just uses it. This works really good if you don't have, if you're not on inverted, especially for Dark World access. There it is. Now you can literally go to any spot that in the Dark World like you would do in the Light World. It's a very nice clip to have, especially you have to do Dark World stuff if you want to speed it up a little bit. But it is expensive to do so. Each blue pot is 160 rupees, so unless you're loaded, give it up. Well, that's all I want to show, so I'm going to go ahead and head out.
And meanwhile, here's the one that I want to show off. I have assigned save state buttons because this one can be a little bit precise, and I don't want to waste time by walking back here a million times. So if you line up with the transition screen, normally you go to the next screen. But come on. If you can time this properly. But if you drink a potion with decent timing, then you can activate YBA into another dungeon layout. Another thing about this layout is that if you YBA into the layout, this dungeon will retain its layout. There are some oddities to this, but you're able to walk around in the rooms that belong to Thieves Town, if you know where to YBA into caves to get into any of the other dungeons. There are theoretically there are ways to use this in dungeons, but good luck trying to figure that out. Anyway, that's about it for the glitches that I wanted to show off. Thank you everyone who had an opportunity to showcase their runs, and I'll give the floor to Fiesel now.
Hey everybody. Boy, that was a lot of Super Nintendo games, wasn't it? Well, that's it for SNES Super Stars. Be sure to join us next year. Do check out the Super 16 race happening next weekend, next Saturday, starting at noon Eastern Time. And also don't forget about SpeedGaming Live. You can play in it online, you can attend it in person. Prize pools, you can see from that link there. sglive.speedgaming.org has all the information. Take your favorite Super Nintendo game and get a tournament of it in SpeedGaming Live. Go for it. Anyway, thanks to all the runners, thanks to the volunteers, thanks to the stage managers, the SpeedGaming staff, all the commentators, and everyone else who helped make this happen, and to everyone who stuck with us and watched it for the last 10 days. My goodness. Well, that's it for me. See you all next year.